Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this April the 25th. And for Saturday, we've kind of bumped Frank Barton back a week. And Frank is on the line. And Frank will be at the Indian Motorcycle place on Mount Moriah. It opens at 8 this morning. Frank, and that address is again what?
5715 Mount Moriah.
And you can call, you can knock on the door. I've been in there. They're ready to make some deals with you. And of course, this being for Saturday, this is what we call BW, and that means bonus Wong. Because Ron is back.
Good morning, everybody.
There he is. He adds.
And I'm so glad to get up early.
Oh, I know you are.
Occasionally,
you love to get up early.
Not only do this radio show, but it gives me an opportunity to get out on the water early.
Yes,
and that doesn't usually happen.
No, and I'm turkey hunting after we go now because the turkeys, so far they've been staying low. And they're afraid of me. They tremble when I show up. So hey, let's talk batteries here. I've been through a few batteries in my life. I don't think I've heard Ron Wong get more excited talking about a battery than he has over the last 6 weeks to 2 months, I think. And so knowing that ICAST is not going to happen this year, let's cheer Ron up and let's talk about batteries. And let's talk about lithium batteries. And as Ron said, there's no one better to talk about than one of the co-owners of M-Tech Lithium Batteries, and that is Dean Yoder. Good morning, Dean.
Good morning. How are you doing?
We're doing great. And the first thing right off my bat, Ron has given me questions to ask you, but I'm not going to ask those yet. I've got to ask you. I know a lot of Yoders in West Tennessee.
Okay.
And I don't know if you're kin to any of them. They have the largest deer processing plant in West Tennessee in Paris. They also have one of the finest bakeries in Whiteville, Tennessee. So I don't know if you're part of those Yoder families, but you've already made a hit with me just by your last name, okay? But,
well, at least I got my foot in the door then.
You do have that. But Ron wanted to set this up, and I'm glad we did. But let's talk a bit, and Frank, listen in because I want you to really listen about these guys have really changed the way we look at batteries, haven't they, Ron?
Absolutely. When you get old like I am, everybody's getting older.
Thank you, Ron. That's good.
And
you need a battery, Ron.
Having to carry batteries around and everything.
Yes.
Several years ago, the lithium battery was coming out, and people, they had some problems with it, but the lithium batteries today are so safe. And, there are companies that are out there that's done a phenomenal job in making sure that not only are they safe, but they're super efficient and super reliable. And, I look at my M-Tech batteries. Today, I'm going to give you an example.
All right.
I'll go out and I'm using a 55-pound thrust trolling motor,
okay,
12 volt,
all right,
on a M-Tech lithium battery, and I can run it for 8 hours in the wind.
Good night.
And I only use about 15% of its capacity. And it's simply amazing. And I know that for a fact because there's a little button I can push on my M-Tech battery, and it tells me what the capacity is on it. Well, that's how far we've come along in lithium batteries. They're safe. And I want Dean to talk about the safety of lithium batteries today versus several years ago.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for that, Ron. I tell you what, so our batteries are lithium iron phosphate, which is absolutely non-flammable. You don't have to worry about explosions or anything like that. Like years ago, some batteries use lithium cobalt still.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't suggest that at all. Our batteries will stay cool to the touch, but yeah, as far as the safety of a battery, lithium has come a long, long way. And with the lithium iron phosphate, that does change the game a little bit. And so, yeah, you don't have to worry about, having a fire in the back of your boat with these batteries, no explosions, nothing like that. They stay cool to the touch. And then, of course, we got some protections built in the battery too. If you short it out and so forth, overcharge, undercharge, heat protection, all that stuff is built into our BMS board, obviously.
And I was going to ask you, and I didn't want to interrupt you there because, Frank, you're listening to this on the other line because I know batteries are pretty important to what you deal with in the ATV dealership, side by sides, whatever it might be, golf carts and things along that line. And Ron and Frank, maybe you could. Why lithium batteries over lead acid? I was really because grew up that I didn't have a trolling motor like Ron did. I was poor. So and I had to have somebody else carry the battery to the boat for me because I was a runt, and I didn't use weights. I used my batteries for my boat to lift up. So why lithium batteries over lead acid? That's what we all grew up on.
Well, number one, we all know lead acid is heavy, like you just referred to.
Yes.
They're heavy. So lithium is very, very lightweight. Our heaviest battery that we sell for a boat, let's just say,
all right,
is 34 pounds.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that is our 100 amp hour starting battery. That one weighs 34 pounds, and then when you drop down to the 100 amp hour trolling motor battery, then we're at 32 pounds.
Wow,
and,
amazing.
I believe the one that Ron's referring to, I believe that one's 20 pounds, the one he's got. You got the 65, correct, Ron?
That's right.
It's 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, no running. No wonder Ron walks around thinking he's got more muscles than I do.
That's right.
And I don't know. So you deal with marine. What type of entities do we deal with besides marine here? Do you do motorcycle batteries? Do you do golf cart batteries and things like that?
We got golf cart batteries. We are going to this summer, hopefully. As your friend was your friend's name Frank? You said
yes, Frank. Listening in, yeah. Frank. Yeah.
We're going to come out with ATV batteries, and for side by sides and four wheelers and so forth.
You are okay.
We do have the size of it, but we don't have our starting component built into it. So that is something we're working on for this summer to come out with.
Hear that, Frank?
We're pretty excited about that because we do get a lot of questions on that kind of stuff. Motorcycle batteries and.
Okay, Frank.
Side-by-side, four-wheeler batteries. We all know that a four-wheeler battery lasts 1 year and then it's gone, right? You got to buy a new one every year. Or I do, it seems like, anyway. So.
How about that, Frank?
Yes. Batteries are, there's so much electronics that are involved on all these rigs that we're selling these days, especially, between winches and LED lights.
Yes,
correct.
Yes,
and that's just the plain Jane stuff. There's some pretty exotic electronics that are out there now. We sell quite a few rigs that have built-in GPS functions on them, and always kind of laugh about it about needing a GPS in the Mid-South. It's not like you're going out to Colorado or something like that, but you got folks that have them, and Larry, you've been with me before.
Yes, I have.
And it's not that hard to get turned around in the dark.
It
when
is.
You're out there trying to
find
really?
Where
your duck pit is.
I'm not. I'm glad I don't drive, but been out there. Again, we're talking to Dean Yoder, one of the owners of M-Tech Lithium, and I know Dean, as Ron was talking about there, that you guys are constantly involved in this. So, kind of give our listeners, if you don't mind, a little your background.
Yes, sir. So we started primarily in the solar business with this battery stuff, and about 3 years ago we decided to venture into the boating industry, and the reason being, years and years ago we tried to get some lithium batteries from somebody else, and it didn't work out so well. But anyway. So we got into this, and we develop all of our own product here in Ohio.
Okay.
We use our own product. We use what we sell. So
all right.
I don't know who all can say that, but we're tournament bass fishermen, outdoor guys. We use what we sell. And so from the solar, we've entered into this, and we've had a great response.
I think Ron will tell you that. Yeah, Ron will tell you that. In 3 years, Ron, they've put a name for themselves.
Not only have they put a name, but one of the things I was most impressed about, especially with M-Tech, because I've had other lithium batteries, but they have now become very affordable.
Okay, I like that.
And I mean, I'm talking about the M-Tech battery is probably in all the research I've done is the most affordable, reliable battery there is on the market today. And Dean, I'm not sure how you guys were able to do what you're doing to make these lithium batteries affordable now, but it's almost to the point to where it pays you to go lithium, especially over time because how long they last. Right?
Yeah, they last. So our battery carries, you're talking about the length of time, but our battery carries a 5-year full replacement warranty, which is not prorated in any way.
Come on. 5 years?
Yeah. 5-year full return. Yep. Full return warranty.
Okay.
And we're at like 11 years on these batteries, and most of them are still going 100% strong.
Amazing.
We're at like 1% or less on returns on our product.
Well, you've hurt yourself by doing this then. So,
I know. Yeah, that's true. It is. Yeah. You're supposed to go the other way, right?
Yeah, you got 1 a year is what I did, And
yeah,
and
absolutely.
I had to go to the chiropractor after I did that. So
right, exactly.
To do that.
So what we have is a 2,000 cycle battery. If you were to drain it every time you use it, you were to drain it completely empty and charge it back up. You got 2,000 cycles, but nobody does that. We never do that. So now it bumps you up to between 4,000 and 5,000 cycles.
Okay.
And
amazing.
our capacity of use is 98%.
Amazing.
So you can use pretty much all of what's inside the battery itself. We just wanted to have an affordable battery because, yes, I know lithium is expensive, and we wanted to come out with something that was affordable for the everyday guy, the weekend angler and so forth.
Well, you've done it. You've done it.
One interesting aspect of our battery that I can tell you is our BMS boards are bigger than the actual battery. That also does add a little bit of price on our end.
Yes.
But what I say to people is it lets me sleep at night and lets you guys fish without worry.
Oh, so, Dean, I like that.
For example, yeah, that's a good thing. For example, our 100 amp hour battery carries a 125 amp board in it.
This is amazing. Ron, you were
all
right.
around just more efficient.
Well, Dean, I wish we had more time. Tell our listeners, as Ron always asks, how they can get more information. Ron, I'm stealing your thunder here. How they can get more information about M-Tech lithiums.
Well, if you just go to mtechlithium.com, and it's all right there. And like I said, we got more products coming out this summer, hopefully, and free shipping. We offer free shipping on all our products also.
I knew you. So Ron likes free. We all do.
Yeah, we all do, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, go to mtechlithium.com.
All right.
And we'll take care of all your whatever you need. And I really appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, Dean, thank you very much. Great interview. Thank you for doing this. And, folks, again, mtechlithium.com. I went and looked at them. Boy, they got them. And, man, they charged me up just looking at the page, So,
we'll have to have Dean back on again.
Yeah, we'll have Dean back on, and he can recharge your battery for you, So.
Absolutely.
All right, Dean. Thank you, buddy. Have a great day in Sugar Creek, okay?
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great morning.
All right, let's take a break. Frank and what's that other guy's name? Ron. Yeah, y'all hang on. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.